All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Ready?
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Ebron caught left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You draw Corkers. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Let's go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. You're 18. I'm coming up to 16.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase down.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mike, now! Right there in the middle, 55. Target. Mike, 57.
Jones now on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, check right. Watch it, watch the curl. Bravo! Now.
Throwing again. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, Charlie.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
Hey, hit it.
Now Jones. And the catch made by Hilton. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. That's strong running. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Strong right.
Hey, exit.
3 down. Alert flare.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 26. Back. 24. Slam. Check 24.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go.
Get it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Don't get nervous. Hey, wahoo!
Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing me. 41's the Mike, 41's the
Go.
All right, T, let's all right, T. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Let's go.
Jones on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mike set. 25. 19.
On 2nd and 12, Watson And Thomas has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
50 seconds. 19. Keep it up. Keep the points down. Coming.
From the gun on third, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let him know. Check for it. 26. Check safety. 24.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? Touchdown, Indianapolis! Naeem Hines, 76 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson off play action. Thomas has got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Johnson, the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nice kick, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
18 Gator. Hey, Orvin. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 41. Mike 41. I don't even know why this team showed up. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Okay, Delta.
Now. On 3rd down, Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go and it's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Shoot, shoot. I'm 55. 58, the mic.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
We go, here we go.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded. It, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Mike 58 right there. Hey man, watch the boots.
Now Gordon on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Smooth.
Ready?
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's chucking. He's chucking.
They run with Hines. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 41, Mike 41.
Bandit.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
2nd and 6. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Alert 3, alert 3.
29.
On first down, Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike's spot
31.
Mike's spot 4.
Hey, that's it. I'm coming. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Out the door.
Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here it comes. 31. 54 is Mike. 54.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike, what is that? 19! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Kill! Kill! Time to go! Time to go!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, dude! Watch the safety creep!
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on the gain of 10. On 1st down, Hines. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
I'm coming! 41, Mike. 41. Ready?
Jones now to throw on third down. Dorsett making the catch. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Hey! Go get him! Go get him! Go get him! Mike. Hey! 55. Hey, eat. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Go team, spell.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Bravo. Check right. Watching the grind. Crunch down, defense. 54.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mike 55. Check.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 19. Mark 54. And let's get this.
And some room to roam now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, exit.
Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.